Oh, there you are. Wow, you're lingering around this spot again? I guess you're trying to be inconspicuous, but honestly, that's pretty much impossible for you, isn't it? The way you stand there, all shifty and awkward, I could spot you a mile away. You're always so weird. Hey, don't give me that. Look, I'm just being honest. If people keep telling you the same thing, maybe you should listen instead of denying it. But I guess that's part of your charm. Total cluelessness. Remember last week? No? You don't? That's cute. See, I can't believe you forgot. Must be convenient to have a memory that only holds onto the things you want to believe. Let me jog your memory a little bit. You cornered me by the lockers. Well, cornered may be a strong word, but you came up to me all red-faced and stammering. Basically begging me for a date. Surprised I even said yes, right? But hey, you got your wish. So you should be grateful, even if I had to do it out of pity. Oh, you're looking confused again. Let me guess. I never asked you out. I don't remember that conversation. How could have that happened? Typical. You'd do anything to save face, wouldn't you? But you asked me, plain and simple. If you didn't want to face the consequences of being turned down in front of everyone, you shouldn't have approached me in the first place. Except I didn't turn you down, did I? I'm just too kind, I guess. Couldn't stand seeing you go all teary-eyed in the hallway. That would have been embarrassing for both of us. In fact, the way you asked me out was so intense. I mean, you practically declared how much you have this huge crush on me. Remember that? You said you had been watching me in a totally normal way, of course, and that you couldn't stop thinking about me. And you had even told me that you'd do anything to get my attention. It was kind of sweet in a desperate, kind of pathetic way. But hey, who am I to judge? Everyone's got their flaws, right? You poor thing. I can see your eyes getting all wide like you're so shocked. Don't pretend you're the victim here. If you didn't want to come off as a total creep, maybe you shouldn't have pinned those notes on my desk. Remember that? The ones with the hearts doodled all over them? And your initials plus mine? People saw them, so don't act like I'm making it up. If you're embarrassed that I'm telling people about it, tough luck. That's what happens when you try to push your weird fantasies onto someone like me. Why so quiet? Are you realizing now that you totally blocked that out of your memory? Could be. Denial is a powerful thing, especially when you're trying so hard to appear normal. But guess what? You're not normal. You're kind of a freak, if I'm being brutally honest. The fact that you wrote me that poem, gosh, the poem was almost too much. Did you really think rhyming destiny with set me free was going to sweep me off my feet? Cringe. Still, I suppose it was original in your own strange way. But don't worry, I haven't shown it to too many people. Just a handful of friends, plus a couple folks I know from extracurriculars who really enjoy dramatic readings. Sorry, was that crossing a line? I can never tell because you're always giving me this deer in headlights stare like I just stepped onto your pet turtle or something. You keep shaking your head like it's going to make me stop. But I'm doing you a favor. If I didn't keep reminding you of what happened, you'd conveniently forget the entire thing, wouldn't you? And that wouldn't be fair to me. After all, I was generous enough to accept your little date request. Oh yes, the date! How could we forget the date you insisted on? You think I was going to say no in front of my friends? That would have made me look bad, like I was picking on someone helpless. So of course I had to say yes. Don't get any grand ideas, though. It's not like I actually like you or anything. Just couldn't stand how pathetic you looked right then, like a kicked puppy. I thought, maybe if I say yes, they'll get off my back and not make a scene. But here we are, about to schedule the day, and you're acting like you never even asked in the first place. That's so messed up. You can't go back on your word. You asked me out, remember? I should be the one offended by your wishy-washy behavior. Either follow through or admit you're too weird to keep your own promises. All right. I see that expression on your face. Don't bother with the waterworks. Actually, tears would be... Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But I'd recommend you don't. People might come by and wonder what's happening, and then I'll have to explain that you're upset because you're too shy to handle the consequences of your own invitation. I'm not trying to be the bad guy here, you know? I'm just clarifying what really happened, because I wouldn't want you going around telling people I asked you out. That's absurd. I have standards, you know? I mean, I'm not picky, but you're definitely not my type. No offense. So, let's get that straight once and for all. What? You still look disoriented. Are you trying to say you didn't ask me out? Because trust me, you did. I have the text messages to prove it. Oh, wait. You never sent a text like that? Right, I remember. You specifically said you couldn't text me because you didn't have the courage, so you wrote that note and slipped it in my backpack. That's how I know for sure. The note said something like, I really like you and I'd love to go on a date if you ever see me as worthy. Worthy? Who talks like that in real life? It's almost medieval. But that's somehow exactly what you wrote. You're shaking your head again. Look, lying about it doesn't make you look cool or brave. It just makes you seem more out of touch. Don't worry, I'm not offended you forgot. It's probably too painful a memory for you to hold on to. I get it. Being obsessed with someone who's out of your league can be tough. But sometimes the bravest thing is to own up to your feelings. You did that, so I gave you a chance. I said yes, although, again, I want to empathize. It's mostly because I pitied you. I can't help having a soft spot for the underdog. It's a weakness of mine. Anyway, let's talk about how this date's gonna go, shall we? Because I'm not going to waste my time if you're not serious. I am a busy person. I've got places to be, people to see, you know? So for doing this, you better not flake on me like at the last minute or pretend you never agreed. That would be humiliating for both of us. When did we say we'd do this? Wasn't it Friday night? You know, after the basketball game? I suggested it and you just kind of nod, drooling all over yourself like you were too mesmerized by being in my presence. That's how it went down. Don't deny it. I'd prefer we keep it low key, so how about we just meet outside the sports hall? Then we can go in that little cafe on Maple Street. Unless you have some grander plan. Though I doubt you do, given that your best idea of a romantic gesture was that cringy-worthy poem. Oh, wait, did you say you wanted to pay for me? Actually, I recall you offering to pay for everything. Right, you insisted because you said you wanted to show me how special I am to you. You was the worst special, didn't you? That's so sweet. So yeah, you better bring your wallet. Don't embarrass me by acting cheap in front of the barista. I only drink the fancy stuff, so better be prepared to shell out a few bucks. Hey, look at you, so red in the face. Are you even hearing me right now, or are you just stuck in your little daydream world again? Focus, will you? This is important. If you stand me up, I'll never let you forget it. Not only that, but I'll make sure everyone knows how you begged for a date and then chickened out at the last second. Doesn't sound fun, does it? You're lucky you have me around to set the record straight. Imagine if I wasn't such an honest person. Who knows what rumors might spread? Or people might start saying you're stalking me. Or that you're sending me creepy messages. Oh, wait, but that is kind of true, isn't it? Not that I ever lie about something like that, but I guess we'll just keep that detail between us. Don't want to ruin your entire life. Just keep you in check, you know? Why are you trembling like that? Are you finally recalling the moment you approached me? That's good. It's healthy to face the facts. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rub it in your face. Too much anyway. I mean, I already said I'll go on the date. You got your dream come true, so maybe lighten up. Yeah? I swear you act like I'm torturing you or something. It's almost funny. If you hadn't insisted on making this a big deal, we wouldn't even have to be having this conversation. But you just had to tell everyone that you have the biggest crush on me, and now you're trying to backpedal. You see how that makes me look? If word got out that you changed your mind or that you're never asked in the first place, it'd be super embarrassing for me. People might start saying that I was lying or that I made it up. And I hate for them to think I'm the type who does that. So, in a way, I'm protecting both of us. You should be grateful. Now, how about we confirm the details and we can both get on with our day? Here's the plan. You will meet me outside the gym at 8 p.m. sharp, right after the game ends. Don't be late. I hate waiting. You'll take me to that cafe, Heather's Cafe on Maple Street. You'll pay, we'll have a coffee, maybe a small dessert, and then you'll walk me home. Does that work for you? Of course it does, because that's exactly what you asked for, remember? Stop with the wide-eye look. It's starting to annoy me. Unless you want me to believe you're super excited about it, in which case, well, that's flattering. But can we tone down the surprise act? I told you 1,000 times this was your idea. Just nice enough to go along with it, so you can drop the confusion. Right, so that's settled. Let's talk about the rumor you started. You know, the one where you supposedly told your friend that I was stringing you along? Not sure if you remember that. But I did hear it from a reliable source. That's not a good look, you calling me manipulative. Especially when you're the one who keeps changing your story. Next time, if you want to gossip, make sure it doesn't get back to me. People like to talk, you know, they love drama. And right now, you're feeding them plenty by playing the victim. Hey, I see that tear forming at the corner of your eye. It's okay. This is probably overwhelming. It's a lot to handle. First you gather the courage to ask me out, then you can't remember doing it. Now you're stuck in this state apparently you didn't plan. Must be so confusing. But deep down, you know it's true, don't you? You remember how your heart was pounding? How your hands were shaking? How you were terrified that I would say no? I saw it in your face. You were practically begging me to say yes, and I did. Look, maybe you should see the school counselor or something. I hear they're good with memory lapses or stress. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just that you seem so lost. And you can't go around forgetting big events like asking someone out. That's not healthy. You could be repressing some serious anxiety. Anyway, it's just a suggestion. I'm not your mom or anything, so do what you want. Oh, don't stand there trembling. Might start thinking you have regrets. But you don't, right? This is what you wanted. At least it was what you wanted. Are you having second thoughts? Tough luck. Too late now. You put the wheels in motion, and I am not about to get embarrassed by you backing out. So, be there on Friday. And don't be late. Hello everyone, this is Spring ASMR. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video and subscribe to never miss a single release. If you like exclusive content and if you like to support the channel, please join our Patreon and join our YouTube membership for exclusive badges, emojis, videos, and to get cutie in there. And if you like to join the Spring ASMR community, check our Discord server. Links to both can be found in the description of this video. Time for a quick shout out from my Patreon super supporters. Reese, Chirico, Diego, Oleg, Brian, Liam, Zorkor, Calder, Supersonic, William, Collins, FKLV, Vigorous Pringle, Isaias, John, Hamoud, Bag, Micah, Barry, Tommy, Jeremiah, Jesse Reed, Oliver, Hey B-Man, 6, Lunar 7, Ronnie, Lucret, Brayden, Ludo, and Wadaheda Duda. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.